fellow readers. Welcome back to Two Guys to the Dark Tower Came, a Dark Tower podcast with myself, Sean McGurr, and...
I'm Jay Rousseau, and we're both big Stephen King fans and fans of the Dark Tower series.
And today we're going to be talking about the first chapter of the first book of the Dark Tower, and that chapter is called The Gunslinger. And it is our introduction to the world of Roland and the Man in Black. Jay, I thought we'd start maybe with a quick look at the publication history. I told you before that that's one of my little fascinations with this. And this was a short story that originally came out in October of 1978 in the Magazine of Fantasy and Science Fiction. It was followed by 4 other short stories in that same magazine that were eventually collected into what was called a fix-it novel, when you take a bunch of short stories and wrap them into one novel. It was published as The Gunslinger as a limited edition. And what was interesting about that is King thought it was such a different piece of work than his other novels that he didn't take it to his regular publisher. So he went to a sort of a boutique publisher and not only gave him the rights to The Gunslinger, but any other future Dark Tower novels that would be published, which I'm sure in the long run turned out to be pretty much of a godsend for that small publishing house that was known for doing some fantasy and science fiction. So that limited edition came out in 1982. And then when one of his regular horror novels came out shortly thereafter, I think it was Pet Sematary.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can listen to the rest of this and all of our other episodes by going to twoguystothedarktowercame.com. You can email us at twoguysdarktower@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/twoguysdarktower. And our Twitter handle is @twoguysdarktower. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes.